Hello to everybody, my name is Robinson Lopez. I am studying Oyotipedia. Today I'm going to interview three teachers about marriage. Thank you, teacher, for accepting this interview.
My pleasure.
The current interview is about things to be considered people about get married.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, can we start?
Of course.
Yeah. What kind of questions do the couple ask to each other before they get married?
Okay. First of all, I want to explain something about me. I'm not married, but if I have to ask some questions before getting married, I could ask about understanding. I consider understanding the most important point in a relationship. Understanding is not about your needs, but the other person's needs and desires. In other words, understanding is to accept your partner without any questions or judgment. Another question could be about family. I often hear some people saying, once you marry someone, you marry family. I think this is true because if you want to have a good relationship, it's very important to get along with your in-laws. In fact, by staying on good terms with your relatives, you're promoting your relationship in the best way possible. Perhaps you don't like your father-in-law or your mother-in-law, but you can love them and stay close to them. Remember, they are your partner's family and he loves them.
Okay. What kind of questions do the couple ask to each other after they get married?
Um, as I told you, I'm single, but if we live as a couple, I would ask if he doesn't like something about me. For instance, my character, how I express my feelings, or something like that. Um, it's important to recognize what we're doing wrong for solving any problem in a relationship.
Okay. Do you think that signing a prenuptial agreement could guarantee a lifelong marriage?
No, I don't think so. I consider a prenuptial agreement doesn't ensure any success in a marriage, especially if people consider marriage as a contract between two people. So that it's simply a way of putting guidelines to that contract. In sum, if you no longer agree with the marriage, surely ends in divorce, with or without an agreement.
If you had to try one rule for a prenuptial contract, which one would the best important one to be included for you?
Provision providing for the children from previous relationship. Let me explain. As I told you a moment ago, I'm single, but I have a son from a previous relation. So that if I got married, I like to ensure he inherits parts of my properties for his future.
Okay. What are the most important aspects that contribute to have a lifelong marriage?
Um, I think there are a lot of aspects to consider for that, but I want to talk about some of them. I think communication, the most essential element for a relationship. Uh, if people don't communicate how they feel, uh, what they are thinking, probably they are going to have a lot of problems in his or her relationship.
Okay. What is the best thing to do when the couple is facing a problem?
Yeah. Um, most time, couples are not good at talking about the issues that they matter. But I consider communication is the best way to solve any kind of problem with your partner. Um, if you express what's wrong in your relationship, probably you are going to deal in a better way with the problem.
What is the most important reason to marry your partner?
Let me think. I think the most important reason is to be in love and want to share my life with a beloved person.
And the last question is, what is the less important reason to marry your partner?
The less important reason, let me think. Probably the economic support. As you know, I'm a professional person and I have an employment for a living. So the economic support probably is the less interesting or the less important reason for getting married.
Okay, teacher, thank you. That was all.
Okay, you're welcome.
My name is Antonio Rivadeneire. I am so pleased today to be accompanied by my friend who is learning English language. He wants to be an English teacher in the future. He's Robinson Lopez. He's from Supua, Canton. Today I am going to help him giving some answers to a series of questions that he wants to make from me in order we can talk about getting married. This is. So please let's listen to my student Robinson Lopez.
Thank you, teacher, for accepting to interview.
Well,
The interview is about things to be considered people before get married. Okay. What kind of questions do the couple ask to each other before they get married?
okay. There is a big list of questions that usually rise up when a couple is planning marriage. Like, where are we going to live? What's going to be the official work we are going to have in case they don't have an official work? What kind of business are we going to do? How are we going to generate income for home? Are we going to have many children? Are we going to travel on holidays? Who is going to manage the economical subject in the family? Who is going to help in the kitchen? Questions like these are very important before getting married.
Yeah. What kind of questions the couple ask to each other after they get married?
Are we going to save money for getting a house? Are we going to have a flat or a house? Are we going to buy a car? Are we going to use the public transportation? Are we going to have a child soon? Are we going to move to another city, or we are going to live here permanently? And are we going to visit our parents on the weekends? These are common questions after getting married.
Okay. Do you think that signing a prenuptial agreement could guarantee a lifelong marriage?
The answer is no, in any way.
Why?
Because nobody knows what could happen. It's better not to sign up anything.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. People that are officially married 2 months, maybe in the same year they are divorced. So, not because the document is written, this guarantees lifelong marriage. Lifelong marriage is going to be a fact if there is real love from each side. And real love, it is to generate comprehension. Without communication, no comprehension. No comprehension, no love.
Good. If you have to try one rule for a prenuptial contract, which one would be the most important one to include for you?
My partner shouldn't go out at night with any friend. She should stay at home. And she shouldn't be exposed to the social media. This is very important for me.
What are the most important aspects that contribute to have a lifelong marriage?
Communication.
Okay.
Without communication, you don't get anything.
What is the best thing to do when the couple is facing a problem?
To study the situation, to solve the problem.
What is the most important reason to marry your partner?
Companionship for the rest of my life.
And the last question, what is the less important reason to marry your partner?
The least reason for me to get married. It's like there is not a least reason for me. There is always an important reason. And as I said in the as answer to the last question, for me, it is to get companionship. So at least reason should be not to just to be like there is no answer. For me, there is no answer to that question. For me, the last question you made me has sense. Companionship. There is always something important for me to make a decision. If there is at least reason for me, it's like there is not a least reason for me to get married. There is always an important reason to get married.
Okay.
So I don't have any answer for your last question.
Okay. Good answer, teacher. And where was everything? Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So this was my participation helping Robinson Lopez to get some information about this kind of talks that couples usually set up before getting married or when they are already married. So Robinson, you are welcome. Today I gave you that cooperation you needed. So this was all.
Hello there, teacher. Thank you for accepting to be interviewed.
Hello.
This interview is about things that people to be considered before get married.
Fine.
Can we start?
Sure, Ryan.
What kind of questions do the couple ask to each other before they get married?
First, I choose some of the real questions that I have done and I've heard about it. What is your relationship with your parents? You know, with your family, with your friends, and then you can know what is exactly with your partners later. And the other one, what are your parents' beliefs? You know, the spiritual beliefs we're talking about. This is really, really important for me. And who will handle the financial matters in our home? What would you do if we fell out in love? That's the other one too, very important that we should ask to anyone before we get married.
Good. What kind of questions do the couple ask to each other after they get married?
After they get married, there are many ones, man. I choose a couple of them, and I would ask, how are things in bedroom? How are we as roommates? How do we handle conflict? And how could we be better about it? How stuck are we in our relationships? And how stuck are we in our jobs? Some of the questions are really important after we get married.
Good. Do you think that signing a prenuptial agreement could guarantee a lifelong marriage?
Definitely not, man. I would say nothing guarantee you for a long time, life. Because prenuptial marriage agreement make it seems like there is a lack of lifetime commitment to one another, so we have to, I would say no. The prenup may favor to one spouse, and I would say no at this question, right?
Good. Okay. If you have to drive one rule for a prenuptial contract, which one would be most important to be included for you?
One rule. Yeah, it depends the case, if you have a lot of money, so I would say for rich people, you and your future spouse might be agree with that prenuptial agreement. And they would say that it only works during the first 10 or 20 years of your marriage. So that will be enforced. After that, there will be no worry about it. You don't have to fight for nothing. And then you can divorce whatever you want. And then we all agree. I would say that.
Yeah. What are the most important aspects that contribute to have a lifelong marriage?
I would say the first one, love, commitment. At its core, love is a decision to be committed to another person, and this is important. The sexual faithfulness, patience, forgiveness, time, communication. That's very, very important for marriage. Yeah. So because it's your partner, so you are after your partner, that's your friend. So I would say that is really, really important.
Good. What is the best things to do when the couple is facing a problem?
Problems. There's always problems. There are always problems in a relationship. You gotta know that. You gotta be ready for that. But the best thing to do, you have to calm down first. After that, you gotta breathe, think clearly. First things first. So after that, you gotta be patient and stay positive. That's gonna help you a lot.
Okay, what is the most important reason to marry your partner?
I would say
Yeah. The last question is, what is the less important reason to marry your partner?
Okay, I choose some of them that are really important. Because I've seen so many cases that friends they marry somebody else for no reasons. They would say the least important reasons. When you try to solve your relationship problems, or because you're afraid of being alone, and to prove something, to your partner. So if you get married, you're gonna get in trouble. So I would say they are the least important ones.
Okay, good answers. Thank you, teacher. This was everything.